The last tech demo that I would be doing is of Blackboard Collaborate, which is a simple and convenient, reliable online collaborative learning solution which delivers a level of engagement that makes learners feel like they are together in the same room via collaboration and various conference tools that they offer. Thinking about the kind of learning already that is it is used for, as the name suggests, it is for collaboration in discussion and makes the conversations easier. Like I had said before, I would be using this for English literature class for grade 11 and 12 students who who are following the common core standards and have to who are following the common core standards and are required to thoroughly understand and analyze various themes as just one part of it. And Blackboard Collaborative does makes it very easy for the collaboration to take place through the various um, features that it has, which I will be talking about one by one further ahead. But before going to that, we can sign up for a free trail, 330 trail, but one has to be associated to a college, as we okay to a school or higher education, business or government. I tried to log in and get I tried to log in and create an account, but since I'm not a teacher or I cannot get like a complete access to this, so I will have to suffice with whatever has been given here. But anyways, looking at the features a little more, it provides a universal accessibility where students are able to, even students with disabilities are able to fully engage and participate in the teaching and in the entire learning experience, which further would be discussed later in the next video. Um, and there's a simple, fast file application sharing where they can share content, drag and drop, ease of the PowerPoints and the shared without additional software. Along with that, they have um, where the students can easily app share and they can annotate on those documents very clearly. And something that is very unique to this particular technology is the raise your hand feature, which allows um, students to raise hands by clicking a button which looks like a hand essentially to participate. So in while doing this, the moderator is able to facilitate a very smooth discussion by recognizing one student after the other or one speaker after the other and avoiding a very unruly discussion happening, especially when it's a virtual um, discussion. And but from a professor's point of view, when we look at the participant engagement, it is also important for the professor or teacher to keep track of who is being part of the discussion. If the discussion is being led by one student, or like, just a few, two, three students, or is it being led by the entire class? As a collaborative effort. So the participant engagement uh, counts the number of times that each student has raised his or her hand and marks um, and gives for this and the student allows professor or student teacher to see how many times the student has participated and if they have in or not. So in this way, the teacher is actually able to keep track of who's participating and what is the quality of their discussion. I think something really interesting that they had was again follow the speaker. So unlike the other video conferencing apps that I have showed like Skype and WebEx, this places, um, I mean, just like them, you know, students are placed in tiles and blocks where they are placed right next to one another. So, so this moderator can see who is speaking, who's the who is speaking, who is not, and you just see generally see the entire classroom. But something that is very helpful and useful for this particular through this particular app is that it the follow speaker layout specifically makes it easy to know who's talking by placing the active speaker in a larger five top space among up to five high quality videos in the conference. Along with, apart from that, as I mentioned earlier, it has app sharing, whiteboard, where whiteboard and live whiteboard and annotator. So students are not just fully engaged in discussion or um, conveniently from the place that they want to be in, uh, from the from the place that they are engaging in the class, but they can also be visually engaged and clearly follow what's being discussed and what the speaker is actually talking about. One of those things that I was thinking about when I was thinking about limitations was that it talks about universal accessibility. So while it spoke about equal education and equal opportunity, including those with disabilities, I was thinking universal could also mean you are teaching people from various parts of the globe can be part of this essentially, and the internet speed across the globe is not uniform or homogeneous, and it's not the greatest in some places. People in developing countries, especially South, do not have access to high speed internet or like a good quality internet or like internet that's available 24/7 network as such. So this particular app requires the student or the moderator and the host and the participant to have high speed 24/7 working internet connection. So it puts behind a big chunk of student population from even participating, even though they're talking about universal accessibility. But it's just my input, and uh, check the app out and let's see.